even in some of the questions that I received, one of the things that a lot of people asked was, how do I bridge the gap between the practical side of business and the spiritual side of business? And now that we've learned that there is a business language, there's a language that we ought to learn, how do we bridge that gap between the spiritual and the practical? So I've seen this since I've moved back from the States about 10, 12 years ago now, that there are groups of people who are doing a lot of leadership development and doing all of those kinds of things. And on the other side, there are so many people who are just coming together just to, pray, lay hands and just, doing those sorts of things. Nothing wrong with either of them. But what we want to do specifically is to bridge the gap between those two, because at the end of the day, the biggest purpose is the demonstration of the power of God through business. If we are not transcending that level, if we are not going to the level at which we are transforming the world around us, then there's no point. Like Apostle said, if we are doing this for prestige, if we're doing this for a badge of honor, if we're doing this for all the wrong reasons, then we have a very small understanding of what this is about. And if we can bridge that to where you have the tools, the resources, the knowledge, the know-how, the wisdom to bridge the gap between what God wants you to do and how to actually practically execute it on this earth, that's exactly what we want to do. So the first thing, what we want to do is develop the leader in you so that you can develop the leaders around you. That's one of the biggest things that we want to do, is develop the leader in you so you can develop the leaders around you. Second is we want to make you economically sound. Not by giving you money, but giving you the wisdom, the tools, the resources, the know-how. We want to make you economically sound and financially literate. There are so many people in here and outside in the world that don't know what basic investments are. They don't know what the terms and conditions of markets are. They don't know how the war in Russia and Ukraine affects their daily lives. They can't mesh, they can't match those things. They can't put those things together. So we want to be able to do that. We want to be able to say that we take a group of 100 people or 200 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, and we want to make sure that this group of people that are connected to Calway are going to be financially literate. You are going to learn the language of finances and building wealth in the kingdom of this world. And lastly, we're going to create an environment for strategic and divine connections. My relationship with Apostle is a divine connection. I didn't work for that connection. It was given to me. Not because I worked for it, not because I did anything for it, but because it was given to me. So this is something that's going to be that way for most of you. You're going to come in here, meet somebody, and that person might change your life, and it might not be somebody that is going to change your life, but he leads you to the person that changes your life. So networking is not about always meeting the person that ends up changing your life. Networking is about meeting people who will meet people, who will let you meet people, who will lead you to people that may change your life. But at the same time, I don't want you to fix your eyes on meeting the person. It's not the people that you meet. You've already met the person that's going to change your life, and that's Jesus. You've already met that person. So the person in this world that because some of our callings and purposes are locked with some person that you have to meet with, that some person you have to network, some person that you have to submit to. Some of our purposes and our callings are locked inside of the other person. And unless you meet with that person, unless you shake hands, talk, sow into that person, become a part of that person's life, those things don't get unlocked. So that's what we're going to do here. And we believe that God is going to use this platform to change this city, to change this state, to change the neighboring states, and to change this country forever. Forever. Not a temporary change. Just like how this message that was preached earlier, you're not going to get most of it today. This is going to hit you like waves. It's like a tsunami. You're going to get it wave after wave, wave after wave. And I'm going to make sure that each and every one of you gets a link to this YouTube video. We're going to put it up online later tonight or tomorrow, and we're going to send you the link. Make sure you repeat this every single day for the next couple of days, and you actually get the essence of what the message was. Because if you just take notes and just put it in your desk drawer, if you take notes and just put it somewhere else, this is not going to change your life. But if you listen to it over and over again, if you actually let it permeate your heart, permeate your spirit, I believe that this can change this country. This message that was spoken over our lives, this group of people, we have 170 people present in this hall today. This group of 170 people can change the world. I believe that. I believe that we have the potential individually to change the world, but collectively, even more so. Even more so.